We are live. We are live. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Got a big announcement for you. We got an upcoming webinar. The most expensive thing you'll ever pay is attention to the wrong people. We got a webinar coming up, the Authors Bestselling Workshop. The Authors Bestselling Workshop webinar is coming up, and I wanted to just hop in and extend a special invitation. Hello, ma'am. I want to send a special invitation to you, Lorraine Jenkins Wilkes. Good to see you. Where are you chiming in from? Tell me where you're chiming in from, Lorraine. Good morning. So good to see you. All of my friends on Periscope, go ahead and invite your followers. All of you who are on Facebook and in different Facebook groups, go ahead and invite your followers. If you'll do that, you'll help me help more people. Lorraine, what is the title of that book? Are you working on a book? Have you finished the book? Tell me where you are, Lorraine, and we would love to talk with you and support you. North Carolina, awesome, awesome. Good to see you there. So tell me about your book. Are you already finished your book? Are you working on your book? Tell me where you are with your book, Lorraine, and we want to help you out. Hey, folks, we got a webinar coming up. The title of the webinar is Become an Amazon Bestselling Author Before You Finish Writing Your Book. Did you hear what I said? Before, okay? Put it, Baltimore, Maryland. Great to be back again. Hello, Terry Dewberry. Good to see you, Terry Dewberry. Good to see you. So, Terry, tell me where you are from. 5 books finished, leading teams of writers. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So tell me this. How are you coming along, Lorraine? 5 books finished, leading teams of writers. So tell me about it. How are your authors doing, and how are you coming along? Let me know how we can support you and serve you, Lorraine Jenkins Wilkes. So good to see you. Thank you for coming in. Hey, folks, I want to show you some books that people have released and that have become bestsellers. I want to show you some of them. We got an upcoming webinar that's going to be entitled Become an Amazon Bestselling Author Before You Finish Writing Your Book. Okay, so Lorraine, I believe that might be something that can serve and support you and your writers. Okay, so come on in. I'm Dr. Fred Jones. I'm an attorney, the book coach, and I serve and support women of faith, women who believe in self-investing, and women who want to build a business based off of their best-selling book, Before. Baltimore. Terry, wow, leading teams of authors. Yep. Absolutely. Okay. Wonderful, wonderful. Yes, Terry, before you publish your book, before you finish your book, I want to help you become a best-selling author. This is one of my authors here. She's got a cookbook out there on YouTube. She's got a book out on YouTube doing some phenomenal work right there. Tyra Wright, one of my private authors, best-selling authors. She's got a book out on YouTube that's doing very, very well. So let me know this, Lorraine. How can I serve and support you today? What questions do you have? How can I serve and support you? So listen, this training that we have coming up is going to be for you if you have written your book and you still desire to become a best-selling author. If you've written your book and desire to become a best-selling author. How many of your authors are #1 best-selling authors, Miss Wilkes? Lorraine Wilkes, how many of your authors are #1 best-selling authors? Would love to hear that. Okay. If you already published your book and you would like to relaunch it and snag the best-selling title, if you want to snag that best-selling title, this webinar is for you. It's coming up on Thursday. Okay. How many of y'all have registered? Okay. Learn about becoming bestseller and help others as well. Yes, what we want you to do, we want y'all to go ahead and register. If you want to come to this webinar and you believe it's a fit for you, you can sign up at drfredjones.com/webinar. drfredjones.com/webinar. Become a best-selling author. Maybe you want to start a new business, okay? Maybe you've been like in the pandemic and you're like, I need to do something different. I need to start a new business, and you want to start that business with a book. We can help you. How about that, my friends? Any of you out there interested in starting a business with your book? Any of you interested in starting a business with your book? If you want to do that, then we can help you do that. We can help you do that. Okay. Here's another one of my clients who started a business with his book. He's a speaker. He started his book and he became a #1 best-selling author. There he is right there, #1 best-selling author. And Dave was so excited about becoming a best-selling author till he put the tag on the front of his book and he put the tag on the back of his book right here. You see here on the back of his book, #1 best-selling author. Okay. Not only did Dave put it on the front of his book and the back of his book, Dave put it on the inside of his book right there. Best-selling author. He put the seal on the inside of his book. So would you guys like to learn more about how to become Amazon #1 best-selling authors? If you want to know more about how to become #1 Amazon best-selling authors, you're going to want to be in the upcoming webinar. There's the link right there on the page. There's a link right there on the page, okay? It's the Bestselling Authors Workshop, and you just go to drfredjones.com/webinar. That's all you have to do. Go there and sign up, and we will serve and support you. Your mind will be blown by the information you're going to learn in this training, okay? Now, also, let me tell you who this team is for. Okay, Lorraine, are we serving and supporting you? Okay, Terrain, are we serving and supporting you? Is this information helping you out? During this webinar, you're going to learn, here's what you're going to learn when you come to the webinar. The power of becoming a best-selling author. You follow what I'm saying? Best-selling author gives you status. It gives you credibility. It gives you confidence. It sets you apart from all other writers and authors, okay? You're going to learn the power of becoming a best-selling author before you finish writing your book, okay? Can I get somebody to write into the comment box before? That is so important. Write in the comment box before you finish publishing your book. That is exactly what this lady did, okay? This lady right here, this lady right here, okay? Linda Foster, she wrote a book, Pat on the Wrong Side of Ministry, Woman on the Wrong Side of Ministry, okay? She became a bestseller before she finished writing her book, okay? Before, big time before, okay? And this is the inside of her book right here. And then I just want to show you how we laid this book out. You see the pop-outs or the pull-outs right there and right there, the pull-outs, the pop-outs of a book. And then you'll see the other chapters here. Right here, the encounter, the book, beautifully laid out book. She became a best-selling author before she finished her book. Before she finished writing her book, we had her as a #1 best-selling author. Now you see up here in the screen right here, you see that right there? You see that right there, right there. You see that right there? 100% of my private clients have become #1 best-selling authors. 100%. I've been in this space since 1991. You know, your book is intellectual property, okay? Come on, somebody put it in the comment box. Your book is intellectual property. My book is IP. Somebody put that in the comment for me because I really want you to know. Tamika Isaac Divine. So awesome to see you, Tamika. Thank you for coming in. Good to see you. Thank you. I've worked with Tamika over the years. Hold on a minute there, Tamika. Don't go anywhere. Okay. Tamika Isaac Divine's right here. Okay. There she is right there. That's Tamika's daughter's book right there. The Dolls Come to Life. Tamika, that's Jade Lauren Divine. Jade Lauren Divine. That's Tamika's daughter's book right there. And we've worked with her on several projects. And we're right now in the process of translating this book into a Spanish version, okay? A Spanish version of the book. Okay, yes, so good to see you there coming in. Your book is intellectual property. Your book is intellectual property, okay? Okay, come on. My book is intellectual property. So when you're writing and publishing books, you're going to want to know how to protect your intellectual property when you're writing and publishing a book. It's going to be very important to protect your intellectual property. Here's a mistake that many authors make. They give away their intellectual property before they ever get started because they didn't know that their story was IP. You see, your deepest pain point Your deepest pain point is your highest paying point. Okay. You're glad I showed what? What are you glad that I showed? You glad that I showed that? Yeah. Your deepest pain point is your highest paying point. Here's another one of my authors. Process 14 surprises and behaviors for millennials to skyrocket their success. Okay. Yes, you have worked with us on many of them. Yes, Tamika. And it's been a real privilege of working with you and your family. It's been a real privilege working with you and your family. Yes, indeed. Okay. And we thank you. And it's a real privilege to continue to work with her, and Miss Isaac, Tamika Divine Isaac, she's an attorney and she knows how important it is to get the legal aspects of your book right. Okay. To get the legal aspects of your book right. And so it's important for you to know the child book. Okay. All right. Yes. That's one of the children books that we've helped. Okay. That's one. Okay. So on that note, I can show you another one. Okay. So here's another children's book. Okay. Another one that we've helped several children book authors. And then here's even another one. Okay. Another children's book author that we've served and supported. Okay. So in the webinar that we're going to be showing you the easiest way to launch your business, the easiest way to launch your first business. Okay. Somebody put a first up there. How many of you know your book is your business? I used to teach this years ago. Your book is your business. Okay. And when you're working with coaches, it's going to be very important that you work with book coaches who understand intellectual property, book coaches who can teach you about protecting your intellectual property while you're writing your book. Many authors are writing books and they are putting works out, but they're not looking at how important it is to protect that IP. When you come to my webinar, I think we'll be teaching some of that. And when you work with me, you'll learn more about how to protect your intellectual property. Okay. In the webinar this coming webinar, Thursday is when the webinar is, we're going to teach you 5 ways to make $9.97 an hour with your best-selling book. Did you hear me? Just put in the number 5. Just put in the number 5. We're going to teach you 5 ways to make $997 an hour based on your best-selling book. Okay, so important to understand that and to get that down. And the next thing we're going to be helping you do is I'll be showing you how I've helped 40 plus authors to become best-selling authors and rank on Amazon during the pandemic. During this time that we've been going through, I've had a lot of people publishing. Yes, we faced a lot of pain. A lot of people have lost loved ones. I've lost loved ones. A lot of people have paused. A lot of people have been paralyzed. And a lot of us have been trying to process, how are we going to go forward? What are we going to do in the middle of the pandemic? Well, I'm here to tell you that your deepest pain point is your highest paying point. So we don't want to get caught up in the negativity of all that we're faced with. We got to keep looking up and we got to keep going up. And we got to keep writing up. And I'm here to tell you, there's no better time than to write and publish a book and become a best-selling author before you finish writing your book than right now. So I hope to see you in the upcoming webinar. How many of you are going to sign up for the webinar? You're going to sign up for the webinar. There it is right there. Bestselling Author Workshop coming up this Thursday. It's a brand new webinar, a brand new presentation, a brand new training. You're going to love the content. You're going to love the information that we're going to be sharing. And it's going to be like, wow, wow, wow. And when you come on and see that and experience that, it's going to be a life changer. It's going to be a life-changing webinar for you. Okay. So I invite all the authors. I invite all of my writers. Those of you who've been saying, I'm like, some of you have been saying like, I need to get this book finished. I need to get this book finished. Then you're going to get rid of the get this book finished thing by coming on and joining the webinar coming up here this Thursday night. You're going to learn a lot of information about writing and publishing books and how to release books to bestseller before you finish writing. Any questions before we go? Any questions before we go? Okay. Any questions before we go? I want to thank you all for this time. Got another commitment here. Thank you all for coming on. Share the broadcast. Invite your followers. Invite your friends. Share this broadcast out and encourage other people to join. And we'll hope to see you on Thursday. In the meantime, the most expensive thing you will ever pay is attention to the wrong people. One more time. The most expensive thing you will ever pay is attention to the wrong people. Have a good day. See you in the webinar.